I just got this new deck, and it's the Starseed Oracle. I am so excited. I've wanted this one for a really long time, and the Oracle and Tarot card fairy came to me this morning and brought me some presents, so I'm really excited. So I've been using selenite to cleanse and consecrate the deck. I prayed over the cards, and so I just want to invite in your spirit guides, you know, and the Most High God into your life, into every avenue of your life for this reading. And then I want to invite in your angels and your ancestors as well. And any ascended masters that want to come in, or Starseed family, I'm also inviting those in for everyone. So this is going to be a reading for the collective. So some of the information you may feel resonates with you, and some of it may not. It just means that the information that doesn't resonate with you right now is meant for someone else. So just take what you do feel resonates with you and then leave the rest for whoever it's meant for. Um, okay, so I know that a lot of star seeds are going through stuff right now because we're such a higher vibration. Um, so I wanted to do a reading to see what the overall energy is for the collective as far as chosen ones, star seeds, and earth angels, okay? So I want you to just think about your connection to the stars, your connection to the divine, your connection to the Most High, the holiest of holies, to the light. And as you think about that, kind of just open yourself to receive the information from Spirit, however it is that you receive it, whatever your gifts are, that you may be illuminated and receive the information or knowledge that you're looking for, within the realms of it being for you. Okay. One more time. All right. Wow. This card is karmic relationships. So I'm going to read what the book says because I want you to have that info. You get to kind of learn about the cards. That way, if you want to buy the deck, we own a crystal shop in Pleasant Grove, Utah, if you are ever there, or you can probably purchase it online somewhere. So our store is called The Crystal Ray, and it's in Pleasant Grove. If you are in Utah, come in and check it out. We literally sell everything from like metaphysical books. Oh, I shouldn't fall. Like, I just got this new 1001 Tarot Spreads books, and I was looking through it, and we're going to have so much fun with this. This is going to be a great, great time. So anyways, yeah, and Most High, it has blessed us so well. Just has blessed us so much. I mean, we really are blessed. So anyways, and so are you. So karmic relationships. Karmic relationships are kind of like a necessary. Most karmic relationships have to do with family members, like literally. This has an overall energy of Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, and conflict. So we could tap into like, the story of Orion. Orion's a hunter, and it's kind of more like Orion's belt, where I feel the karmic relationship energy coming from. It's definitely something that cycles around, and that's why karmic people cycle around us. And so it's interesting that they are definitely making the association with that. But the thing is, through the law of polarity, you're going to have soul growth and you're going to have conflict coming from that belt, right? But also, you get to grow from the karmic relationship. So it's kind of like um, you just have to take everything with a grain of salt with people. Like, just try not to be so, try not to take everything so personally. And know that some things are just karmic relationships. Okay, so the constellation Orion is thought by many to have been a place of great polarity and eventual unity. Some believe that many starseeds who are part of this cosmic history are incarnate on Earth now and are playing out karmic relationships from Orion times. Exactly what I was just saying. It says it also got Draco reptilian energy coming through. Perhaps you're one of them. Hey, lizard people, what's up? Polarity causes conflict and highlights separation. However, because of this, conflict can also result in unity and growth. Too many misunderstandings are caused when we don't open our heart and mind to see things from a different point of view. When we go into reactive sound guessing mode instead of gathering the courage to open our heart, we should admit that we may have reacted because of our own woundings and then find mutual ground. That's what this is definitely uh about psychic vampires and how we react, okay? Um what energy we give back to them. We are all innocent children looking to be seen and understood and cherished. It's much harder to grow closer through conflict than it is to grow further apart. And yet, that's the invitation of conflict. It's easy to react and take things personally. It's more challenging to see the innocence of all involved. Find a way to grow closer through the conflict. It's through relationships that we grow the most. Isn't that the truth? It's through these relationships that we have with people. And usually it's the people we would least expect that come into our lives and just rock our worlds, good or bad, you know? How can you soften your heart and drop your defenses enough to see things from a different point of view? How can you see the innocence in all involved? How can you learn to see the similarities rather than the differences? Okay, so knowing that everyone comes from the same source. We are all on our soul, we're all exactly the same thing. Like if we were to break it down into atoms, we are all atoms, okay? So like that's the consciousness and singularity right there. That I feel with this card. That's the one thing that unites us, the fact that we are all the same one being, and it is the Most High. Like we are that divine God, goddess, soul. Like, and I don't want to say God or goddess. I don't like those terms because they are gender related, and I don't feel like the divine is gender related. It's just not gender related in any way. That's something we experience on the third dimension, fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh. And then after the seventh is when you start to like just move into the oversoul type thing. And then you don't have like a physical body. So yeah, fifth dimensional beings, they have, and that's why we can see them because they have a physical body. It's just less dense than what ours is. And we also have an astral body. There's many layers to the aura. So Um, okay, so karmic relationships. Yeah, I do feel like people on the planet right now are really working through karmic relationships. And I have been picking up for a long time that it's been coming from Orion's belt, but that's not the only place it's coming from. So I want to pull another card and see a little bit about, what can we do to heal these karmic relationships? Because I feel like you're a very person that has a kind heart, has a soft heart, but your heart gets played a lot. Like, because you believe people so much, people take advantage of like, kind of an innocence in you. And how can we protect that innocence within you and never let it become tarnished? Because that's, I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity that God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity that God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity the Most High desires. The seas of Mintaka, seeing potential, bringing unconsciousness to light. All right, so this is beautiful, beautiful ocean right here, picture. That's beautiful. So basically, to answer my question, what we can do is we can try to look out through the eyes of our higher self rather than the eyes of our lower self to be able to change that point of view and that perspective, because it's very hard to look on things that have caused you a lot of pain with grace until you're there in that space, right? It's hard to do that because I don't recommend looking back, like, unless you have a real good reason to look back, like something is really coming up in your life and then you actually need to look back to figure it out. But I feel like everything is coming from the present moment and from the past present moments, basically, because there's only always just the present moment. So, um, okay, so a lot of you have a very water connection, like to this planet, but I'm seeing a lifetime. Oh, that's weird. Maybe people originated from the ocean. Like, not, and I don't think that humans originated on this planet. I just don't. Like, I don't, I don't believe that. I believe that aliens did the experimentation for a long time and then they finally got it, and then they brought the people, like, I just don't believe in evolution the way that they say it. Just because my gift, I try to look at it and it's like, no, that's not what happened. Okay, so bringing consciousness to light is basically shadow work, but this is a special type of shadow work. Mintaka is thought to have been a water-based planet containing the most crystal clear waters you could ever imagine. So clear that you could see for miles and miles underwater. Ooh, that just tickles me. The Seas of Mintaka card represents the crystalline clarity of potential and possibility. It's about the ability and choice to see the potential in all people and situations. This could be one of your natural traits, or it could be a sign that you're currently doing what you're currently doing has a great potential. Mintakans are thought to have been a galactic race who saw the light in everything and everyone. I feel like this is you. You are somebody that does that and can do that. And sometimes you overdo that on people and you see what they can't see and that they're never going to see, and then it just is like you see their full potential but they'll never reach it type thing, but you still believe in it and it ends up getting you hurt sometime, you know sometimes it does, and sometimes actually people reach your expectation. So yeah, so Mintakans are thought to have been a galactic race who saw the light and love in everyone. You may have received this card as confirmation that a situation or project has extreme potential and will reach fruition. If it appears in a spread, it's a very positive sign that things are working out for the highest potential of all involved. I do feel this with the Orion situation, okay? It's a very uplifting, light-filled card that brings about great harmony, contentment, and positive outcomes. According to Carl Jung, who is a psychiatrist who is the bomb. If you don't know about Carl Jung, okay, he's done a lot of archetype work, and he was a genius. He was a brilliant man, and his family published a lot of the works that he didn't want to have published, so we actually get to see his entire process through the red book and the black book. So anyways, Carl Jung is amazing. Like, really, if you want to blend the spirituality and psychology and psychiatry together, you go to Carl Jung. And so I love Carl Jung's stuff. That which we do not that so according to Carl Jung, that which we do not bring to consciousness appears in our life as fate. That which we do not bring to consciousness appears in our life as fate. That's a big thing right there. When water appears in dreams and art, it often represents the unconscious mind. Pulling this card also means that you may be called to bring light to any unconscious patterns of which you are unaware. And I do feel like there are sleep patterns. Why is that coming up? What else? They're talking about astrological patterns, like as in the like every hour has an astrological association. And then as the hours pass through time being in that position astrologically where the energy is heightened, um, that's what I'm seeing as far as that. It's like it's the astrological, but it goes by hourly, and so that's that's what's causing these patterns in everybody that we're unaware of is the hours. And so for each of you, it's going to be different hours. What I do is I have an app. Oh, my phone's right there. I have an app installed on my phone that tells me every time the hour changes into another astrological hour. It goes, bing, it's sun time, or bing, it's Venus time, whatever, it is. And then I can be aware of my thoughts, and I can be aware of what I'm thinking, what I'm doing, and what are those hidden latent patterns. What are those? Because they're all based off of these astrological energies that exist within the universe within us, which is not a metaphor. Okay. Um, so yeah. So you want to become aware. Like that's the whole part of being on a soul journey and everything like that. How can you see the potential in a situation that you're facing right now? I feel like if you look out through the eyes of an angel, you're going to be able to see the full potential, because the moment that you take yourself out of your little self ego and you allow your higher self to look out through your physical eyes, that's when you snap, you wake up, and you're able to see the higher, bigger picture of everything going on in your life. And then you can use your greater discernment with it, right? Okay, that's beautiful. Um, And then what unconscious patterns or behaviors are ready to be brought to the light of day? This is what I was just saying. Like, why are these saying sleep patterns? But the astrological, as it's going through the night cycle, because there's lunar and then solar parts of astrology. All right. Um, and then what unconscious patterns are you being called to bring to light? For me, I feel like this is these like this whatever the pattern is keeps pulling in the Orion's belt karmic situation. Just there's so many people that you've been with, have been around, that are very similar, and it's because they have come from this Orion constellation. But you, collective, I feel like whoever I'm reading for right now, that you're not. I feel like you're more of a water base, exactly like Mintaka. Alright. We're going to do one more card. What is what they need to know right now? The best and the strongest influence at the time that the reader is going to be watching the video. Star Brothers. Horus energy, protection, loyalty, safety, and trust. Well, it is the age of Horus, at the age of Aquarius, or Horus if you were to be in Thelema, however you say that. But, okay, so everybody can, every single person that's a person can tap into Horus's energy and work with Horus if you want to. Now, Horus to me is like I think that Ra is the sun, and I think that Horus is the moon. And and the moon is able to see everything hidden, cloaked, see through things. That's why the Eye of Horus is like remote viewing. Okay, so yeah, we rebuke anybody trying to remote view or astral project to our energy in any type of way in the name of the Most High God. And we send them straight to the pits of hell. But I like this energy because this energy is about expansion. It's about growing inwardly, these karmic relationships to be resolved. Because if you want to work through, your whole goal in life is to have a great experience. But if you are in a toxic environment with a family member that's a karmic, or you're at work and there's a karmic, I'm just trying to think of different situations. Maybe you have a karmic neighbor, maybe you got a karmic husband, maybe you got a karmic whatever. Um, why you're even involved with this person is about that, how this Orion energy talked about the polarity and positive and negative. It's been a negative polarity that got you guys together. So what happens is, this is how the universe works. It's like you're on this frequency, this person's on this frequency, and the universe will bring you together. And then when you're together, that's when the stuff starts to come in. So you can come together and you can be like a compatibility of 3 for each other, which is like 3 out of 10, so that's not high. And you can think it's the best relationship because you've only had ones, because all these people in your life have come from this karmic situation so far. So you just don't know the good that's out there quite yet. And I feel for some of you that that is the case, that you've been stuck past in draining situations, that, and people wanting to, I mean, I had to shut down this like doing divination spying crap this morning because it's not cool when someone tries to tap into your personal energy without your permission. And people just have no self respect. And so that's why I am like reading for the collective and just now, like, and stuff. So, um, anyways. But that's what this card does have to talk about, is seeing through illusions, seeing through things, seeing through walls, seeing through matter, seeing down into source. I'm getting for some of you that Horus is already a guide. Like, he's already. It's interesting how they all kind of work together. Come together right now over me. Where are you? Star Brothers. Here we are. Okay. You're more protected than you can imagine. It's safe to open the back of your heart. You're being called to open to the back of your heart. Okay, so you're being called to open to receiving a new level of support now from those in your life and from the benevolent beings that you connect with. Through ancestral patterning, current life traumas, and past life karmic impressions, many of us have become mistrustful and suspicious of loyalty and have blocks when it comes to receiving support. We've learned that we need to go at life alone, that it's not safe to let our guard down and our heart open, that the world isn't a friendly place. The Star Brothers want you to have a new experience of life on Earth. They want you to feel deeply secure and safe. Even if you're going through a difficult time, they want you to hand over your fears to them, to see them as opportunities to let in more love. They're guiding you to stay open to receiving a greater level of support than you could ever imagine, both in this world and beyond. To call in your team of loyal protectors and supporters, both physically and energetically. They want you to learn to soften through life's ups and downs, and to learn to open your heart, especially when it most hardens. Wow. How can you open yourself to receiving more support? I open myself up to receiving more support. How can you? They say meditation. If you have a vision board, You can create a vision board. Did you hopefully you know what a vision board is. It's basically you get like a poster board, and then you go through a magazine and you cut pictures out of everything that you want, and you put, or you draw on the vision board, however you want to do it, and then you put it on the vision door, or the vision door. That would be cool. The vision board, and then you visualize it, and then it starts to manifest. It works. How's another way that you can open yourself up to more support? Being kinder to yourself, being more gentle with yourself, being nurturing. What that one said. Being nurturing and caring for yourself. When you care for yourself, you love yourself. When you love yourself, you're supported. See, when you're actively not loving yourself, you're basically pinching yourself off from the greater part of you. You're choosing to swim upstream. That was my pathetic swim dog paddle. Upstream rather than to just float downstream. Okay. Um, Esther Hicks talks about this stuff, but they're saying that for those of you that are trying to resolve this karmic relationship in your life right now, do it through love. Love is the greatest power, and it's what's going to align you with the greater support that you need. Remember that the eternal love from the Most High is available for you, but have you been asking? Have you been communicating? We're all star brothers and sisters here, like all of us are, the whole collective. And I feel like because the dimensions and interdimensions of this planet and the Stargate project and all that has up, like I straight up did those, okay? Those like whatever things, the little installments where they do the sounds and walk you through the I did that. And yeah, um it's basically taking you, the Stargate system's taking you through it's bypassing the Archon's process of gatekeeping. And so you're going through these different settings of it. And then when I was done, I was like, oh, okay, well, basically it's to get your inner frequency up from whatever toxicity. So anyways, it's a CIA project and it's called the Stargate Project. If you are a psychic, if you want to develop your abilities, I felt like this was generally safe system for you to do that in. And you can just find that on YouTube. Like they've got the um, just search it, Stargate, CIA Stargate um, project. So anyways, and some of you may be feeling, because I noticed that these different UFOs started showing up after the CIA release was due. They had been straight up doing this for a long time. I'm not going to try to say the CIA's personal business, but they had been developing this program for quite a while. Then they perfected it, and now you can use it, and you can actually open up your own abilities this way. So it helped me. It helped me because I've had uh, alien abduction surgery stuff done to me, and so yeah, this, it definitely opened things up. However, I don't think that they ever created any system to shut things down, and that might not be good. But anyways, I do feel like it boosts psychic abilities, or at least opens them up within the person. So this was really interesting. I hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. Let me just see if there's anything else the spirit wants you to know. Okay, I think I'm going to do a light language transmission. Belelero makuanila ketish. Umuna ule kunatala Narish na unamugulakines. Makuna inela kumate. Teva ikina nalasa sofuru puteranish. Amakuna arake. Kian sotanai. Kian sotanai evekuana hele eru. Mukuna una hinati tatosh maarti. Bakasha bato watash. Okay. So just let those energies kind of sink in. They're just kind of clearing, opening things up. Things should be a little bit more clear for you today. Drink a lot of water, get some rest, and take care of yourself. You're on the right path. You're doing the right things. You're thinking, you're asking the right questions. Okay? And now that you have this little bit of information, you know how to get yourself in the space to receive the right answers and get the support that you need. So, I hope that this helped, and may the Most High God bless all the earth angels, all the chosen, and all the star seeds, and all of humanity. Amen. See you in the next one. And if you liked this video, please consider subscribing and hitting the like button, because it really does help to keep the channel going and to keep me motivated, like I'm actually making a difference and helping somebody with my gifts, which is what I've wanted to do with my life for ever since I've had them. So thanks, guys. Have a good day. See you in the next one.